Here, yay! Alright, so this is World of Final Fantasy. I didn't think I was gonna like
World of Final Fantasy.
I didn't think I was gonna like this game at first, but I did actually grew on me a lot because I was kind of turned off by the art style at the beginning because of the chibi and everything. But it did grow on me, and I really like it, so. Anyway, we get all my announcements going, and then we'll get going. Alright, anyway. Let me just make my little announcements and then we'll get going. Listen to the pretty music for me again and go. So, anyway, I got that. Alright, make one more place and then we'll get started on this really cool game. I like this game. Alright, anyway. Let's get started.
World of Final Fantasy.
This is cool too. You can listen to a lot of the voices. You can hear like guess different voices. Who guess which character goes which voice.
World of Final Fantasy.
You can get.
World of Final Fantasy.
It's kind of cool. It's just.
World of Final Fantasy.
World of Final Fantasy.
It's kind of cool hearing all those little voices.
Final Fantasy. World of Final Fantasy.
Oh, that's Tama. I know that one.
Zip! World of Final Fantasy.
Okay. Anyway, let's start a new game. Theater mode relies on your save data from the main game. Please aware that starting a new game or updating your save data on the earlier point of the story can cause the theater mode to become locked again. We already know this. Yeah.
Prologue. Awake at last.
Alright, so.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
This is creepy. Alright, so this is kind of creepy. What's going on here? The sister. She has a name, you know. It's not just the sister. She has a name. Alright, so where are we at here? What is going on? This is kind of pretty, though. We're at the edge of the world.
Time to wake up.
So this is kind of like, got kind of a Kingdom Hearts-esque opening.
What a nap.
What is that on top of our head? What is that on top of our head?
Oh, right. I gotta get to work.
Think it might be lost, Press.
Oh, am I gonna
Because
make
I need
it?
to get to North
The boss
Promenade
hates
before I'm
when
late for work. So we got to get to work. And this thing on top of our head, what the heck is it?
Then again, it's not like business has picked up any.
Never mind what's on his head. I want that Moogle on the shelf. Yeah. Yeah. So we got to go over here to the North Promenade.
The streets sure are quiet today.
And go over here to this Nine Bean Coffee Cafe. This is where we need to go.
Hey, I'm here.
And it's empty. We have a customer.
Huh? How'd she get in if no one's here yet? Good morning. I'm real sorry. I hope you haven't been waiting long.
The customer. She has a name too.
Right. She needs some water.
Oh, no thanks. A pint. I mean, a cup of coffee.
A pint of coffee.
Oh,
No, you want a
and
pint of
bring a whole
coffee.
jar of sugar. I'm gonna need it.
Right.
A whole.
That's 1 cup of Joe. And I'll get you one of the big jars. Has nobody made the coffee yet? Come on, get it together, guys. I'm sorry, miss. This might take a while.
Hey, no hurry. Time's not an issue.
And of course, you can tell there's a bunch of famous, really big voice actors in this game.
Here you go.
Now watch this. I like sugar in my coffee as much as the next person, or a lot of people, but look how much sugar she puts in her coffee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 sugar cubes. I like sugar in my coffee, but not that much. He still hasn't noticed that thing on top of his head.
There you are! Lon!
So the guy's name is Lon,
About acting your age, huh?
and girl's name is Rain.
Look down to me. Listen, last time I checked, little bro, I've been around a few minutes longer than you.
Okay. I get it already. Very sorry.
So Rain and Lon.
So, what's up? I'm all ears.
Well, you don't have to get all sarcastic. You really are all ears.
What?
It's about time he notices one time.
So, Lon, have you seen anybody this morning?
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm looking right at you, aren't I? And there's that customer.
What? Hello.
You didn't even see her? Dude.
Yeah, but... look! Come with me right now!
Easy!
This is a very lighthearted game too, if you haven't noticed. This game's a little bit more lighthearted.
There's nobody here!
So, it's a quiet morning. Maybe they just...
I mean no one!
Huh?
Lon,
That's weird.
have you bumped into anyone today besides her?
No.
Now that you mention it, I guess not.
And this isn't setting off any alarms?
Well, should it?
You two really don't remember a thing. Huh? What was that? Who are you? If you're from around town, then I don't know you.
Rain, manners.
You two really don't remember a thing. Would you
Hello,
please just
who
answer my
are you?
question? You can call me Anna Crow. Anna Crow will work.
So her name's Anna Crow.
Okay, well, we woke up to a ghost town this morning. Maybe you know why? Yes, you're quite alone. But you always have been. Huh? This world, it's always been the two of you. A world without time. One that ended when it began.
What? That's the weirdest thing
That is kind of weird, and you're confusing the shit out of me.
Just because the world ended doesn't mean that it's going anywhere. You know, I have been checking up on you two. Until now, you were nothing but blank stares. So imagine my surprise when Lon took my order. What a morning. Okay. Now you're kind of scaring me. So, now that you're awake, we've got a story to tell.
Now you get to tell all. Now you get to. Now you're about to pick up what's going on.
Tama, right here!
Who the hog put this thing on my head?
Yeah, I did try to mention it before. You take it from here. I'll go on ahead and link up a path. You the gun! Huh? Hey, you can't just leave.
And she leaves.
Salutations! The name is Tama, and I'm here to help out. Does anyone have any questions?
Wait, I've got tons of questions. Why were you sitting on my head? And how the hell can a fox even talk?
That's seriously the first thing on your mind?
Yeah.
Now I see why Anna Crow is just about ready to throw in the towel.
We're not allowed to be confused?
Hey, whoa, take it easy there, Lon.
I thought you were upset too.
Let's start the over. I'll make us some of the coffee.
Oh, yes, please.
But I already made some coffee before you got here. How can you just roll with this rain?
Chew the owls. You live them much longer.
The honk is up with this
You
guy.
shouldn't start out your morning with so much stress.
Oh, would you
Sorry,
like some
my
sugar?
PS4 controller came
keeps for you, right,
disconnected.
Lon?
Turn the microphone
I'm
off
good
for a
with
minute.
just one.
No.
Okay, I'll go and put the coffee on.
But I just said I... You know what? Just give me my dang cup of coffee.
He's like a bobblehead. La, 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 la.
Mirage Keepers? Me and Rain?
That's the correct. The marks on your arms are proof. You were born to work the miracles.
Tama, only thing I know about you is you're the drum brand.
Dude.
How could you forget? You used to command a whole legion of them. You were masters of them. Powerful living illusions known as mirages. In the fact, even the Pleiad answered to you, and those are the seven
Get my
strongest
eggnog.
mirages of all. With their power,
Eggnog.
you could have the world over all the world.
Surprised you can still find some around. But I got eggnog right here.
So, we could have ruled the world? Because, what, we controlled these mirages?
Well, that's what I've heard.
From who?
What do you mean? And a crow that told me, of
Straight up
course.
eggnog.
But enough the reminiscing.
Bought it right from the store.
You two to use mirages again.
How's that?
First off, I'm going to present you with my very own Prismarium.
What in the world is a prismarium?
So what does it do?
With this Prismarium, the mirage inside becomes yours.
Check, check.
You can make it do anything and
Check, check.
everything you command.
So I got a little bit of a stuffy nose and cold, but I'm okay.
Wait. What? Huh?
Alright, so we get in our first little battle, and it's going to basically give you battle tutorials. We'll give you tutorials here. So basically, it's going to give you a little tutorial.
Okay, go ahead and throw some attacks out there. To take action, you need to spend something called action points, also known as AP. You automatically gain a little bit of AP each the time your turn comes around in battle. The amount of AP you need depends on what you're trying to do, so make sure you use them wisely.
Alright, so get ready, it's battle time. Characters take turns based on agility. The faster a character, the sooner they get to act. See that long thin bar? Each space represents a different character. When a character's icon reaches the top of the bar, they can select the action to perform. You can use R to switch between characters who are ready to act. Alright, the action you take in battles are called abilities. Abilities are mapped to the buttons. Just press the button to use that ability. A target is chosen for you automatically, so you can speed through combat simply and easily with these shortcuts. Abilities are assigned to buttons automatically in order you learn them, but you can also customize these shortcuts via the game menu. Find a setup that works out for you. I wonder how many times she had to record the lines. Oh God. Alright, so anyway. All we got right now is attack. Boom. So all we got right now is attack.
That's the way to do it.
Certain magic commands like magic and other abilities cause AP to use. Characters discover AP when their turn comes around or by successfully exploiting enemy weaknesses. The more powerful the command, the more AP it requires. Most mirages have weaknesses you can exploit for damage bonus and AP. Discovering them will give you a huge advantage, so don't be afraid to try things out. Right now, you have Libra and Foxfire, so let's do some Foxfire. And for you, you have nothing. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You can tell when they're getting weak too. There are 3 battle modes: active, semi-active, and wait. In active mode, time keeps floating regardless of whether or not you input commands. Battles move quickly and without interruption. In wait mode, time stops until you input a command for the character whose turn is up. It gives you a chance to carefully consider each action. You can change your battle mode via setting via the configuring menu. If you find active mode too challenging, try sticking with wait mode until you have more accustomed to combat. There's another useful tip. During battle, press L1 to open a more complete list of commands. To some of you, the classic menu style may seem very familiar. There are some commands, for example, items that can only be selected from this full menu. If you choose an active mode, time will continue to flow while the menu is open, so be careful. One last thing, you can pick and choose your targets when using the full menu. This comes in handy when you want to control or more control of the fight.
No trouble at all.
We get 7 gil. You must spend AP to use abilities and magic.
To figure it out yet? The two of you were unsurpassed. No, the Mirage could stand up to you.
Dude, seriously?
Dude, seriously.
Seriously.
I'm sure
Yeah,
it is. As far
Thomas
as I
says
can
duh
tell, you two
and
have lost
everything.
everything.
And I
All the
mean
memories
everything.
and experience you've ever accumulated. Oh, but wait. Of course that would have happened when you and this world were spliced out. Huh?
So not only did they lose the Mirages they had, they've been stripped of all their memories of the Mirages too? But I guess that explains why all their other memories seem to be largely unaffected.
What? Listen, let me show you something.
What are you going to show us? While using the defend command, you can prevent your stack. Yeah, I'll teach you about stacks later when we get to that point.
There, just beyond this light, lies another world called Grimoire. That is where you'll find all the Mirages you've lost.
You mean they're all inside this gate?
Yep.
You got it. Are you ready to conquer them again?
So, if we do manage to find all the lost Mirages, does that mean we'll be able to remember the things we forgot?
Sure.
Well, I don't know about that. After all, you lost your memories. It's not the same thing as forgetting them. Oh. But, even if you don't remember Grimoire, Grimoire still knows a lot about you. You're certain to find traces and records of your past.
Okay. So, like...
You're saying whether we remember anything about ourselves or not, we can still find clues about our past and the things we've done?
Yep.
Correct. And if you keep on gathering Mirages, I think you might even meet your family in due time.
Our family?
Huh? Well, I guess it does make sense that we'd have parents.
Oh yes. So then, you going? You going? Will you journey to Grimoire?
No! And now we get the anime opening. And the title and everything. So now enjoy the anime. Now enjoy the anime opening and the title and everything. I think this is where it happens. I think this is where it happens. It might be a little bit later, but...
Chapter 1. Land of the Lilikin.
And the chapters in this game are relatively short. Okay, so it's a little bit later in the game. Okay. So we don't have the anime opening yet, but... Okay, that's cool. We wind up in this place called Wellspring Woods.
This must be Grimoire.
And look at us now! We're chibi! We're chibi!
What? You look like such a little dweeb.
I know! We look ridiculous!
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that's how everybody in this world must look. Inna Crow just wanted to make sure you had a nice and a handy way of blending in.
Wow, she can do stuff like that?
That is awesomely weird.
Well, this kind of works out. We won't have anybody gawking at our arms.
Chibis are not ridiculous. Chibis are cute. In Grimoire, the smaller people are called Lilikin, and the taller people are called Giants. The twins can switch freely between these forms. To change rain, press L1 in circle. To change land, press L1 in square. Although you're free to strut around as either side, you'll start combat in your current form, so it's never a bad idea to have stacks set up for both situations. Alright, The tips you see in these panels are never out of reach. You can view them again by selecting the tip jar from the game menu. In fact, you might even notice Inner Crow has slipped a few extra tidbits in there that don't appear during the course of the game, so remember to check the tip jar every now and then.
I guess we should head straight down.
But yeah, you can go boop and boop.
It's the only
and
direction
boop,
we can
and
go.
boop,
Think
and
you
boop,
can manage
and boop.
to not get lost? You know, just this once?
So yeah.
What?
Right now, well,
I'm not gonna get lost. What? I'm not gonna get lost. Yet?
alright, so anyway, now we're actually on the world map. And we got Birdie.
Oh, hello. I spy another mirage.
That is the call to Choco Chick. What are you waiting for? Go on and imprison the it.
Okay.
So this is going to show you how to like imprison enemies and stuff. This is going to show us how to capture enemies. So think Final Fantasy mixed with what Pokemon and Monster Hunter. We're going to show you how to do imprison enemies.
So what now?
First, you're going to need this.
It looks sort of like a prismarium. What is it?
That's the call to Prism. Use it to make the Choco Chick's Prismarium. Every time you find a new The Mirage you haven't seen before, it'll be recorded in Ena Crow's special Mirage manual.
Whoa! Does it even have pictures?
You the betcha. And then whenever you add a new Mirage to the manual, you receive one of its prisms. But only the first time, mind you. Okay, first, try the weakening the Choco Chick. Then use your prism.
Alright, in order to imprison a Mirage, you need an empty prism compatible with that Mirage. But there's some good news. Inner Crow will provide you with your first compatible prism whenever you encounter a new Mirage. Huh? Why doesn't Inner Crow just fork over a whole lot of them right now? Come on, where's the fun in that? Besides, she doesn't do bulk orders. Don't worry, you'll be able to befriend almost every Mirage you meet. Eventually. But be sure to take the time to get to know the friends you have before looking for new ones. Once a prism holds a Mirage, it is known as a Prismarium. A Mirage's Prismarium allows you to use a Mirage in battle. If you look closely at a Prismarium, you can see miniature worlds inside. They're like snow globes. But be nice and don't try to shake them. So to recap, you start with an empty prism, imprison a Mirage and the prism turns into Prismarium. The Prismarium lets you add a Mirage to your stack and use it in battle. Even if you fail to imprison a Mirage, you won't lose the prism, so there's no need to hold back. Good luck. If you press options during battle, a window will appear containing all info of the Mirages you are facing. And with the Libra ability, you can even see more detailed information. You can switch Mirages with L1 and R1. Each Mirage is stronger streak... Give me a second. Each Mirage is strong or weak against certain elements or status elements. Learn to identify the following symbols when looking at Mirage data, and there's all the symbols and stuff. In addition, the status elements stand characters sometimes undergo the positive and negative changes in battle. These are usually triggered by abilities and are sometimes represented by the following symbols. And there's the symbols. And it tells you right here, see, there's the information, HP, size, resistances. If it's minus, that means it's weak to that. If it's positive, it's strong to that. So it's weak to ice and darkness, but strong against wind and earth. And now it tells you on the bottom too, it says use physical attacks to create a prismunity. Requires a Choco Chick prism. So basically you have to get a Choco Chick prism, and to create an opportunity to imprison the enemy, you have to use physical attacks. It tells you what they have to do to have an opportunity to imprison the enemies. For the Choco Chick, you have to use physical attacks. So once you... Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Once you use that, notice there's a little symbol that goes around there.
Use the imprison command to claim that Mirage for your own. Go on, the select the imprison command. You might have to try different things before certain Mirages will let down their guard and to give you a chance to imprison them. Think the outside of the box.
You can't just walk into Mirages and imprison them. To correct the Mirage, you need to knock it into the prismunity state first. Mirages won't let their guard down forever, so don't miss a prismunity when it arrives. Sometimes all you need to do is create a prismunity as a big, heavy club. but the brute force approach doesn't always work. Try putting the club down and thinking outside the box. Precision requirements vary from mirage to mirage, but Libra can often provide you with a good hit. So basically now you just use the circle button. And boom, that's called a Choco Chick.
Hey, look, you did it! Now that the Choco Chick is inside the Prismarium, it's yours to the keep.
We did it!
Predictable.
So there you go. Sorry, I was getting me some eggnog. I get nothing out of that, but now it tells you, see, here, this is how it says, this is the stats of the Choco Chick and all kind of stuff, like how much HP it has, how much AP it has, its strength, and all kind of stuff. For imprisonment, you can get potion and glacial greens. It tells you a little description. A little chocobo that loves to waddle around. These feathery friends love to headbutt things, which this is fine because a chocobo's eggshell never cracks twice. Now, there at the top, there's transfigurations. That basically means when you get stronger and later in the game, all kind of stuff, you'll be able to turn your Choco Chick into other creatures like a chocobo and all that kind of stuff. So you'll be able to transform it to like stronger versions of itself. Chocobos and all that kind of stuff. So basically, it has two transformations. So, and you can either name your Mirage or use the default. I just use the default. So, it doesn't matter. There you go.
Cool.
That's the basics of this.
I can see the Choco Chick running around in the Prismarium.
Pretty the neat, huh? Next, why don't you have a go at stacking that Choco Chick on your head? Here, watch, I'll just show you.
I was going to show you how to stack the enemies.
So when I saw you perched on Lon's head back in Ninewood Hills, that's what you call stacking.
Yep.
That's the right. While I'm up to here, I get to take it nice and easy.
Is that stacking or slacking?
When you create a stack, the HP of everyone in the stack gets added together. Like they say, strengthen the
So
numbers.
basically, if you stack the Choco Chick
so
on
it's
top,
like combining into a super robot.
Better than yet, your magic and other abilities have the potential to change too. It all
so basically, if you
depends on how
stack
your
the
stack is
like Choco
configured.
Chick on top of Rain's
I don't
HP
need
and the
any action
Chocobo
figures when I get to
Chick's
blast out
HP
super
are combined
attacks like a
together,
super
and
robot.
stats increase and all
Well,
kinds of
just be
stuff. So you just got to play around with stacks a
Stacking
little
doesn't
bit.
make you invincible. Some of the enemy attacks have the power to unstack you.
In other words, bye-bye super robot, so to speak.
Yowzers. It does sound like bad news.
It's true that we are individually the weaker when we're unstacked, but look on the brighter side. Since we each get our own the turn in battle, we can use the extra moves to have one member attack and another the heal. It can be very helpful. Depending on the situation, you might even decide to unstack yourselves by choice. Think carefully and choose the best setup for the job.
All right. When you stack with Mirages, the stats such as HP of all the stacks members are combined. Your abilities may also transport. Stacking with the right buddy can give you access to new and powerful skills and magic. You're always more powerful in a stack than you are fighting apart, but there's one downside. Weaknesses are also shared among the whole stack, which can get you into trouble. So if, say the Choco Chick, like I said, is weak to ice, the whole stack's weak to ice. So, you gotta be careful with that. Use the stack setup screen in the game menu to choose which Mirages will fight alongside you or is it on top of you. You should set up stacks for both your forms, Lilican and Giant. That way you're ready for battle no matter what size you're using to explore. A stack can be up to 3 members high. There's one simple rule: smaller goes to top of bigger. So large, medium, small. Rain and your Mirages are assigned sizes: small, medium, large. And your stack, large goes in bottom, medium goes in the middle, and small goes on top. Easy, right? When Rain and Lon are large-sized giants, Mirages will always stack on top above them. But when the twins are medium-sized Lilican, things can get a little bit more crazy. Suddenly they can ride on top of a large-sized Mirage and put a small-sized Mirage on top of their heads at the same time.
By the way, you two can just...
So basically, we got items here. The only thing we got right now is a prism right now. Abilities. Okay, now stack setup. Rain, for now, let's put the Choco Chick on you. Just for now. We'll get more Mirages pretty soon. And then the tip jar, just in case, so it's like blah, 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 blah. I don't... Anyway.
Depending on your size, you can make different stacks. You won't be allowed to put big things on top of the small things when creating a stack. So, to get on top of a Mirage, you need to be in Lilican form.
Alright, anyway, now we can continue on. It's just more tutorials.
You'll pick it up in no time.
Huh?
Hello.
A dead end?
But there's nowhere else to go. What are we gonna do?
Never the fear! Look closely. This may appear to be a wall, but it's actually a gimme golem.
Is this a mirage too?
Not in the traditional sense of the word. But you'll see these pests all over Grimoire. And unless you give them what they want, they'll give you a hard time and block the way.
So basically they want a specific item.
What do they want?
It really depends on the gimme golem.
They want to give you, basically, they want a certain item, and they're not going to let you through until you give them the item. Basically, it's kind of like a blockade. So basically, you go up to examine it.
Gimme!
You see a luster leaf reflected in its eye. So we got to find a luster leaf.
So where do we find that?
That Choco Chick you just imprisoned ought to be able to track down what we need. But first things first, you're going to have to unlock the right ability on the Choco Chick's Mirage board.
Each Mirage has a Mirage board, a special chart that's packed with new powers and potential, abilities, stat boosts. Each space on the board holds a new surprise. You can unlock the spaces using the skill points the Mirages earn when they level up. Some spaces in Mirage boards cannot be unlocked until you meet special conditions, but with a little work, they're all within reach. Mirages that have learned the Stroll ability will appear alongside Rain and Lawn in their field so they can explore Grimoire together. If you're accompanied by multiple Mirages with the Stroll ability, you can cycle between them. Sometimes strolling Mirages will discover useful items. Try bringing different Mirages to different places. You might be surprised what they can find. So basically, go to the Mirage board right here, and go to Choco Chick. And basically, we got 3 SP we can spend right now. For 1 SP, we can learn Stroll. And then for 2 more, we can learn Ram. So we got a new ability for the Choco Chick, Ram. And there's all kinds of stuff too. We can learn Agility Plus, and then all kinds of good stuff like that. So anyway.
Hey, the Choco Chick's come along for a stroll.
So now you got to, see now you see it found something in its bushes, and there's a luster leaf, which is what we needed.
Hey, you found it. Now try examining the gimme golem one more at a time.
Huh?
So basically now,
Found something.
go back to the gimme golem. You see a luster leaf reflected in his eye. Give it to luster leaf, and it's like, okay, you shall pass.
Whoa! It vanished.
That's so cool. I guess the Choco Chick found us just the item we needed.
Yep. With the help of a Mirage of the two, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. And Mirage boards are for much more than unlocking abilities. You can also use them to change your Mirages into new and powerful forms.
Yep.
So be sure to keep on the leveling up and working on your Mirage boards. Pretty soon, you'll be bouncing and trouncing across Grimoire like a pair of the pros.
Alright. So anyway, now we can go further ahead. And the Choco Chick decided to go on a walk with us. Oh, we got a treasure chest over here. Hello, treasure chest. 3 potions. I like using rain.
So, Tama, I noticed Mirages disappear when we defeat them. Why is that?
Most of the Mirages you see in Grimoire don't actually technically belong in this world. And so, when one of you guys gives them the old KO, they can't maintain their presence here anymore. They fizzle that out and go back to their own worlds.
Huh. Wait. Now, that's weird.
And we get some Phoenix down here.
Now, that's weird. Who was it that told me all this before?
Keep this guy in mind. Actually, we're about to learn about this
on
guy.
the tip of my tongue.
Hello.
Now what's this?
This is the called a Merc Rift. Inside, you're the likely to find mirages that are, shall we say...
Mirages? Oh man, let's go catch them.
Oh, Lion, what did you do? These are mirages that are really hard.
This one's not very cute.
Merc Rifts are home to strange, rare, and usually very dangerous mirages. If you want to explore one, make sure that you're fully prepared before diving in. Those Merc Rifts will be tough for you to handle when you first find them. If you do get in the womp, come back later after you've gotten a bit stronger.
On? Why did you... Now what do we do?
Yeah.
I tried to tell you. Inside Merc Rifts, you're likely to find mirages that are the strong and dangerous.
You tried to tell us. Try a little harder, please.
But now we're going to be forced into a battle, and there's no way we're going to win it, so. We get the prism, though. But there's no way we're going to beat it. This is a scripted fight. We can't beat it.
Oh.
This is what happens when the party falls. You get to see what happens when you lose. You get set right back here.
Oh no. Did you two die already?
What? I died? But that's... no way.
Maybe it's true. That mirage on the Merc Rift did kinda...
Well, I'm still alive.
Yes. That's because someone intervened. Right at the moment of your demise. And made it so the battle never happened.
Wow, you can really do that?
Of course. Although Tama's the one who does it.
That's the right. I have the power to rewind time a little. And
So
then
you're
use
Whis
the same
from Dragon Ball Super.
Although, it costs me a life to do it, so I hope you don't mind if I rest for a little the while afterwards.
A life?
You might not believe it, but I've actually got multiple lives. Back there, I had to sacrifice one of those lives to turn back time and to save you. You see, this girl with the ribbon that showed up in my dreams, she's the one who taught me how to do it.
That makes zero sense and kind of freaks me out, but Tama, I'm impressed.
Thanks! Oh, but just so you know, I can only use my powers to protect the two of you specifically. And only if you lose a fight, like what happened to you in the Merc Rift. Oh, yeah! And I can always recover my lives if you stay here and let me rest a spell. So, don't forget to give me a breather before I run out of second the chances.
Dude, you got it. Say no more. Rest yourself silly.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Tama. We really owe you one. Especially Lon, who didn't have the good sense to listen before diving in.
When the entire party is defeated, Tama will whisk everyone back to the safety of Ninewood Hills. There's no penalty, but you have to fight your way back to where you were. Be careful though. If you're inside a threshold of a powerful mirage, Tama won't be able to save you. It's game over. Usually thresholds are boss battles and all that kind of stuff. That's really the only way you can get game overs in this game is if you're in the threshold. It's usually boss battles and stuff like that. If you lose the boss battle, it's game over.
Hey, who's that?
Oh,
Your first
you mean our new guest?
Final
She
Fantasy
claims to have
character
gotten herself
from another
lost.
game.
Go say hello. She's quite the character.
It's our first Final Fantasy character from another game.
The real question is how she got here from the outside world when it's no easy trick. She must have experience crossing between planes.
Alright, so anyway, when we go here, we just go. I'll stay here for.
So, she's over at North Promenade.
Anyway. Yeah, pretty soon you'll be seeing some other characters in this area, but not right now. Anyway.
Oh, wow. She's so tiny. Is she, what's the word again?
So this time, our first character from Final Fantasy game. Chocolina from Final Fantasy 13, 13-2 and Lightning Returns. Or 13-2 and Lightning Returns.
Good. More or less.
Not 13, but she's from 13-2 and Lightning Returns.
Oh,
So who are the you?
Oh, you can call me Chocolate.
Oh no, it's Chocolina.
I seem to have
It is
washed up
Chocolate,
here
never mind.
like a soggy yellow feather in a storm.
huh?
I do have this funny knack for winding up in strange places.
Cool.
All right! Care to shop? I've got the goods. Chocoboco ching!
Chocolat has a habit of picking up all sorts of strange items. Those items can be yours if you're ready to fork over enough of Grimoire's currency, which is known as Gil. The Chocolate Mart selection is always improving, so when you visit Nowhere Hills, don't miss the opportunity to stop by and see what's in stock. Listen to the music. Yep, it's a Chocobo theme. Anyway, there's items you can buy. We don't really have the cash to do it right now, so we can always come back later.
Slow down. What kind of operation is this?
It's called a shop, dear. You're in luck. I find all kinds of stuff as I bounce from point A to point Q. I'm your Choco connection.
So basically, there's our shop.
So, hey, are you ready to head back to Grimoire?
And this time, don't screw up. We're about to meet another new character, I think.
Shoulder yourself, Seraphie! I didn't know it was you!
You had it coming. You know, when you awakened, you should have woke me up too. I don't remember raising you to be such a selfish self-poo.
Well, I don't remember you raising me at all!
Who's this?
Oh, hi. I'm just your adorable local wind pixie, aka Seraphie. My hobbies include gossip mongering and, let's see. Oh, I'm good at hoarding things. Yep.
Hoarding?
Hoarding. Why do you think I'm here? You must have tons of prismariums, more than you can handle, right?
Well, we're still working on it.
Uh-huh. You'll have scads of them before long. You're gonna need a place to unload.
Yeah, they are kind of bulky.
Well, who's got you covered? This pixie right here.
So yeah, if you
And made me
have
special
too many
prism case that
prismariums,
lets me
you
keep
can,
all
she's
your
basically a
prismariums
prismarium
safe.
storage.
Just plonk the ones you don't need in and yoink the ones you do need out. All plonking and yoinking must be performed within the confines of 9 Wood Hills or from an alternate location with a suitably strong connection. Additional terms, conditions, and restrictions may apply.
Fourth wall.
Okay.
I'm not sure I caught every single word, but I guess I agree.
Oh yeah, this prismarium belongs to one of my tribe. Treat it with the same boundless love and affection you feel for me.
And we're gonna get another prismarium.
Okay.
Seraphie's kind of a special case.
Anacro has entrusted Seraphie with a prism case that automatically stores all the prismariums you collect. You can use it to select which mirages you take with you on your adventures. The prism case also where you are permitted to transfigure mirages. Talk about a handy contraption. Catch mirages with prismarium, store them with the pink-haired pixie. Catch Pokemon with Pokeball, store them in the PC. Nope, no connection. Seraphie keeps the prism case in 9 Wood Hills. You can access them Access by talking to them directly, but the case is also at your disposal in Grimoire. Just select it from the menus at gates or save crystals. And we get a Seraphone. The Seraphone is a special device that you can use to cause therapy and access your prism case remotely. Therapy's not too keen on leaving Ninewood Hills, but thanks to the Seraphone, you can still swap mirages while out on the go. Just keep in mind that each Seraphone can only be used once, because therapy doesn't like getting off of her butt. Because your data security is important, of course. We get a Sylph. We get a new one called Sylph. So there you go. A new one, Sylph. A tiny wind pixie that makes its home in forest and other places of natural beauty. The Sylphs are good friends of Seraphy. In fact, she sometimes meets up with them to play cards and gossip. So be sure to treat them with the same boundless affection Seraphy expects you to feel for her. So for the stack, so we get some items. No triple triad. Alright, so now for the stack setup, since Seraphy is, I believe, a small, or the Sylph is small, go to the large one, go to small, and boom. Or we can keep Tama in, whatever like that, but there you go. We'll put the Sylph on her, right there you go. So there you go. So if you fight in giant mode, there you go. So now we get to go back.
Anyway, I think you should be able to manage on your own from here.
You mean you're the leaving us?
Yes, you handle things now.
Oh, okay, I will.
It's cool. I'll lock this place down tighter than a Marlboro's bottle of mouthwash. That's a Seraphy guarantee.
Huh?
But where are you going now?
Okay.
Oh, well, somewhere else, of course.
Yeah, that's not exactly very helpful. Look, we really need to ask you so many things.
No, you'll figure it
Listen
out.
to Tama and Seraphy in the background.
Everything? But you've barely done anything.
Besides, every world has its own rules. Like water dousing fire, and light banishing darkness.
I think that's just called science.
Well, I designed mine to be so completely unbreakable that even I can't undo them.
Undo what?
The rules.
You're bad at explaining.
She's God.
You're saying you can't help because that violates the rules of the world or something?
Exactly.
But why is that? I mean, come on. Just who do you think
She's
you are?
God.
Me? Oh, well... I'm God.
Well, there you go. She kind of explained it. She's God.
She's gone.
Dude.
I guess we can't necessarily rule it out, but for somebody calling the cosmic shots, she seems kind of sub-benevolent.
Well, that's Anna Crow for you, so get used to it.
So, she really is God?
Beats me. Anna Crow is Anna Crow, wouldn't you say?
Pretty the much.
Thanks for clearing it up.
Are you the impatient type? Here's a fun little trick. During cutscenes, you can hold R1 to quickly speed through the conversation. Oh, not good enough for you? You can always press the option and then skip the scene altogether. Of course, if you start skipping scenes with abandon, it won't be long till you have zero idea what's going on in the story. But then again, if this is your second trip to Grimoire, you may want to get right down to business. You've always got the adventure log to fall back on. So there we go. So I think that's it for chapter. Okay, and here's the save point. Save crystals are naturally in dangerous places throughout Grimoire. In addition to restoring your HP and AP, allow you to save your progress and access the prism case. Save crystals are places of peace and safety. When you see one, remember to save your progress because you never know what dangers lie around the next corner. But anyway, there we go. Let's go through. We can now travel to the Wellspring Woods. And now we're back. Press R1 to toggle which character you control. Doesn't have to be land for the long haul, or rain is always taking the reins. Sometimes you just need to change the pace. The character in the lead has no effect on combat, so just free to use this feature just for fun.
Well, that certainly cost us a chunk of time.
And whose fault is that?
Oh, yeah, I want names.
Now we can continue on. But now we get random encounters now. Tired of the grind? Then here are a few tips that you sure you like. Hold R1 during battle to fast forward and make time fly like a speeding Tama. You can also enable auto battle mode with a single press of the button in the middle. In this mode, the party continues to fight without any input from you. A few words of warning though. When playing in active mode, time continues to flow while you choose the commands, which means enemies will keep attacking while you fast forward. Also, in auto battle mode, party members merely repeat the last commands you gave them. They don't make the choices for you, so keep an eye on the action. When using the basic menu, enemies will target automatically for you. However, you can always override this and use the directional pad to manually select the target. So first things first, ability. Let's see about this Moo. Okay, a Moo. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Try to imprison it. We missed. Give it one more shot. Oh, we captured it that time. So we got a Moo. Moo.
All right.
Good job.
We got a Moo. A cute little forest animal, or at least that's what you want you to think. Then pow, a tail punch to the jaw. This barrage has nothing to do with the legendary continent. May or may not squeak moo when upset. We got a Moo now. The experience you earn in battle is split between all participating party members. Mirages are accompanying you but didn't fight in the battle still receive a flat 8% of the total XP earned. However, Mirages in your prison case get nothing. So make sure you bring Mirages along with you if you're trying to make them stronger. Now we can just continue going through. The treasure chests are already open. If it's another Moo, we're just going to defeat it this time. It is. So, Moo, go bye-bye.
Yeah!
Alright, so there we go. Choco Chick gained level 2. So that means we get some... Alright, so anyway. Mirage board. Moo should, Choco Chick just leveled up, so it should be able to... Well, it doesn't look like it yet. Alright, Moo. Libra, which is nice. Stroll. And that's it for him. Alright, now for Tama. I already know Foxfire and Libra, so let's give him some more HP. Alright. So anyway. This time, let's not Well, let's avoid this guy.
Lon, don't touch it this time.
I know. But could we see all this stuff before?
Now that you've fought that thing the once, you can see all its information. And if you happen to know some Libra magic, you can peep at its data before you even jump in. Very good thing to keep in the mind.
Got it.
Yep, very good thing to keep in the mind, Lon.
Why are you repeating it? And just for my sake?
Alright, so let's avoid it right now because, yeah, it's level 26. We're not ready for that thing. We get 2 moves this time. How can you miss? Boom.
We did it!
All right!
Anyway. Continue on. Alright, time's up. Let's do this. Landroy! Yeah. Oh god, he just went in. Bridge overlook. Oh, here's our title screen, finally! Here's our title screen, finally. Of course, the character designer is Tetsuya Nomura. So Nomura is the character designer. That shouldn't surprise you. Amano's the image illustrator. Again, shouldn't surprise you. Did you see like some creature enemies and the main boss of the game? I think you'll see the main villain of the game in this little cutscene too. Yep, him. I love this, by the way. I gotta see who did the anime cutscenes. Don't know if it looks like UFO table. I don't know. Hamamazu does the music though. You can see some of the champions of the game. Animation production, creators in Pack Inc. There you go. I love that cutscene. We're about to get to our first city of the game, as you can see in the background.
Chapter 2. Foretold by Prophecy.
I hope we're almost out of the woods, yeah? We are.
Is that a town over there at the end of the bridge?
It is.
Yeah, and I don't know why, but something about it takes me back.
Oh, one of my favorite characters in the game. So far. Because I haven't beaten this game. I'm going to be honest, I haven't beaten this game quite yet. Because I decided I wanted to save the ending for like the second half of the game for streaming. But this is one of my favorite characters in the game.
So, you think we're supposed to get on?
Absolutely. All the aboard.
Whoa, dude!
So we get on a train. Take a guess who the conductor of the train is.
Oh, hey sis, let's park it here.
Sure.
Vivi! That wasn't Vivi.
Hi.
It's not Sabin. I'll give you that much. Who?
Whoa, pluck my needles. I don't know how long it's been since we've had new passengers.
There he is!
Right, tickets, please.
It's a cactuar!
Oh, a mirage?
What? It talks?
Oh, I indeedly needly am a mirage. But I'm also the train conductor, so...
It's a cactuar!
Tickets, please.
The conductor? Alright. If Tama can talk, then why not?
But the train tickets that we need...
Are right here.
Right the hell?
Wow, semi-lifetime passes, eh? Haven't feasted my eyes on one of these in a swell spell. Right then, pleasant journey.
Where did those tickets come from?
In the Chromate Shore, I was provided with everything we could ever need. Yep.
Okay then.
So why a semi-lifetime pass? And not a lifetime one?
Guys are expensive. Obtain semi-lifetime passes. But you can tell by the music in the background here pretty soon. Listen to the music. You can see where we're at. Listen to the music. Okay, so no real standouts? Okay. Welcome to Cornelia, Final Fantasy 1. So we're in Final Fantasy 1 area.
Wow, this place rules.
Yeah, it's like something right out of a fantasy.
It's something right out of a fantasy.
Roger the Dodger.
Pardon. If I may ask, would you be kind enough to tell me what country you hail from?
Oh, us? We're,
Mirage is from the Bahamutian army!
So meet the villain army of the game, the Bahamutian army.
What's a Bahamut?
Well,
Oh, nice.
the Bahamutian Federation has a whole army of mirages in their employ.
huh? Someone's made a whole army out of that?
Sounds just fine by me. Line them up nice and neat for us, so we can round them up.
Huh? Hey, wait up! Come on!
So now we're getting into a fight with the Bahamutian army.
All right, you Bahamoos.
Bahamoos!
Huh?
You can make it sound like they're made of beef.
Yeah, Lon, don't you know what's at stake?
Let's leave her.
This!
So we don't know what it requires to create a community, but requires a goblin charism. Yeah, these are goblins. Time to get to the meat and potatoes of the game, yep. But yeah, the main villain of the game, I mean, the main villain army of the game is the Bahamutian army. We failed our imprison. It tells you what happens if you what happens if you automatically. That was scripted.
What the? What just happened? Why wasn't I able to imprison that mirage?
Didn't you see the light that's surrounding it? That means it's the beholden to another keeper.
The what? BO? They smell?
No! What I mean is, the mirage already has another the master. So until you give their boss the old heave the hoe, you won't be able to claim it for yourself.
Some mirages already belong to another master. If you look carefully, you can see the chains holding their souls captive. Unfortunately, this mirage cannot be imprisoned, no matter how hard you try. Defeating a mirage's master will break its chains, allowing you to imprison it. The problem, of course, is finding the master.
Oh, fire whoever wrote that little hook in.
Come on, Ixnay on the fourth wall stuff.
Giants.
Oh, whoops.
Are they Bahamutian soldiers?
But they drove the mirages off for us.
It's just like the prophecy, word for word.
But which one?
Well, we know how it ends.
What prophecy you talk about?
May I speak with you?
Huh?
Oh, sure.
Hello?
The two of you. You've traveled here from another world.
We have.
Oh, well, I wouldn't. I mean...
Actually, I think you're pretty much spot on. And we're Mirage Keepers, too.
Mom, don't tell her.
Why not? Face it, we're too awesome to try and hide it.
Ha!
I'm like exuding all over.
Mom, you don't even know what exude means.
There is someone who would like to have a word with you. Could you possibly stop by Castle Cornelia?
Sure. So that's our next goal, is to stop by Castle Cornelia.
So let's find this Casa Cornelia's place. Doesn't Casa mean up? It's gotta be higher up.
Well, you've got the direction correct. Even if the rest of that was completely off the base.
Alright, anyway. See this chest right here?
That woman must be important if she's inviting us to the castle.
You have to be giant to get it. And we get an occult fan, issue 1, the occult magazine from Final Fantasy VIII.
She's inviting us to the castle.
You can kind of look around a little bit too. Hello.
I knew it! So giants really can make themselves big or small whenever they want.
If I became a giant, could I make myself big or small too?
Sure. Whatever. What do you have to say?
You have to marvel at the princess's stubbornness. After all, joining the Federation would guarantee her kingdom's safety and prosperity. Of course, you won't catch me going along with the Federation either. That's the whole reason I left my hometown to come here.
Alright, so apparently the Federation is trying to take over the world! Insert M. Bison. Of course!
You know what I can't wrap my head around? There are actually people out there who've agreed to go along with those Federation tyrants. I don't know why anyone even trusts what they have to say.
Anyway. Nothing over here yet, but there will be soon enough. Nothing right now, but there will be soon enough. You can go down.
Casa Cornelia is up near the top of the town.
You can't go up that.
Right. We should stop by.
We can't go that way yet. We will soon enough, but we can't go that way quite yet. Anyway. That's all out. Anyway. Oh, if you want to see what the occult fan is, let's go to key items. Shows you right here. And you're going to get a kick, Abby, on who writes these occult fans. You're going to get a kick on who writes these things. To kick off this issue, we'll be tackling the mysterious light bubble sightings in Pyroglow Forest. A cult fan decided to set foot in the shady glades themselves to determine whether or not this rumor needed its bubbles burst. As we clambered through the dense wood, we noticed our surroundings getting darker and darker. Before long, we were completely hopelessly lost. But just when it seemed like every path was a dead end and home a distant prospect, we saw them out of nowhere. A number of luminous bubbles drifted toward the air like a constellation. The stories were true. We paused a moment to take in all this otherworldly scene. But then my traveling companion Wedge pointed out something even more remarkable. Chief, is it just me, or are those lights trying to lead us somewhere? Doggone it, he was right. The bubbles seemed to be flowing in a single direction. Realizing we had stumbled into something quite significant, we decided to further press into the forest to confront whether new mysteries lay ahead. Reported by Biggs. Yep, it's Biggs and Wedge. Yep, it's Biggs and Wedge. Yep. Yeah, Biggs and Wedge right needs the cult fans. Anyway, to get to Castle Cornelia, we got to go up here.
Well, as I live and breathe, I've been around for quite a long time, but I've never in my life seen a giant who wasn't part of the Bahamutian army.
Anyway.
Right.
Yeah, you can use the tickets to go back on the train, but we're not going to go back on the train yet. But right now, we got to head to the castle.
What's up, guys? Nice armor.
Leave them alone, please.
Now listen to the music. Listen to the music.
Thank
It
you
is
for
the
coming.
castle music from Final Fantasy
Welcome
1.
to the Kingdom of Cornelia. I am Princess Sarah.
Sarah!
Wait, you're like a princess?
We had no idea. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry Lon acted like such a royal idiot.
I'm not royal.
Oh, and I'm his older sister, Rain. It's an honor.
Please forgive the ruse. At first I suspected that you might be agents sent here by Bahamut. I was wrong. You stood up bravely against their mirages and kept our town safe. All of Cornelia thanks you.
Oh, I wouldn't say we were that brave. Really.
Stop, you're so modest. Still, the fact of the matter is, we didn't do anything all that outstanding.
Yeah, we're more the in-standing types.
Huh? I'm pretty sure that in-standing isn't in actual the word.
Oh, forgive me. It's just so hard to believe that you two are the stuff of prophecies.
Prophecies? Oh, that's right. I think I heard the townsfolk going on about some kind of prophecy too.
Oh, I am sorry.
Do we get to hear about this
I will
prophecy?
explain it from the beginning.
So what is this prophecy all
You
about?
see, Cornelia is an unfederated state midway up Grimoire.
Unfederated?
Yes. Let me explain that as well. The majority of
But
Grimoire's
here's
countries
the
and
leader of
municipalities
the main villain of the
have annexed
game.
themselves to the Bahamutian Federation under the rule of Brandalus, the Herald King.
So our main villain of the game is Brandalus the Herald King.
Cornelia, however, has continued to maintain its sovereignty. The Federation has made attempts to erode this stance countless times, but we have held our ground, and now Bahamut has taken to armed provocation.
You mean like that Mirage attack before?
Yes.
So where does this prophecy factor in?
The Azure Prophecy speaks of a divergence. When time begins its march anew, they shall return as visitors. Giants from the hills of a world not our own. Upon Grimoire, they will wreak two divergent futures. One that brings salvation, and the other ruin. An enigma to confound even the highest mind.
The giants may wreak two futures?
Reek, huh?
Ah!
Oh, man! Tama, this prophecy's about you!
What are you even talking about? There's nothing wrong with the way I smell. You big the dummy!
Well, at least I'm dumber than you!
What?
I'm sorry,
What?
Highness. I'm afraid there's just no hope for them. So, the giants from the hills, as in Ninewood Hills, I guess it's one of those believe what you want to things. But yeah, so far, it does seem to match up.
At least I'm dumber than you.
If I ask you a slightly awkward question, if this Federation is really so terrible, why have so many countries agreed to become members?
Most of the Mirages in Grimoire, not all, but certainly most of them, are now firmly under the Federation's control. With such a powerful army behind them, citizens can go about their lives without fearing the Mirages that still roam free.
Dude, they control that many Mirages? Seriously?
Yes! Dude.
Whoa.
Whoa! What are you trying to be? You trying to channel your inner Keanu Reeves?
All of Grimoire's
Whoa!
As the famous Queen of the Keepers of ages past.
So there was a Queen of the Keepers? Sounds like she was pretty powerful.
Yes, but that was more than a century ago.
So, sorry for the string of dumb questions, but if the Federation can guarantee that kind of absolute protection, wouldn't it be worthwhile to take them up on their offer?
It may seem wise, but you see, membership in the Federation involves following their laws, and adoption is creed. It chills me right to the marrow of my bones.
That bad?
Yes. I beg you, see for yourselves.
Non-bean coffee.
Once you've done so well, you will understand.
It's called non-bean coffee.
Now then, may I ask what the two of you intend to do next?
Well, whatever's going on out there, the only thing we can do right now is just keep rounding up more Mirages, am I right?
Oh? Apparently, at one time we commanded a whole legion of them. But somehow, we lost them along with our memories. So, we're hoping by getting the Mirages back, we might stumble on some clues about our past.
That's right. So if Mirages like those goblins are bugging you, we can lay down the smack.
Lay down the what?
I think what he's trying to say is we'll help you out, or at least in the best way we know how.
Oh, wonderful. You have my thanks. Mine and all Cornelia's.
Still, if we're going to be any help, don't you think we need to beef up our arsenal first?
True.
Because we can't put up much of a fight without some strong Mirages.
Good point. Princess, do you know of any nearby places where strong Mirages live?
Certainly. If you travel to the northeast of Cornelia, you'll find the Nether Nebula, a network of caverns inhabited by many wild Mirages.
Ooh, nice.
Not at all. Savage Mirages have been sighted in the nebula. You may well end up dead.
That's cool.
If you insist upon going, then please take the utmost caution.
He will, Your Highness. Otherwise, he's gonna be extremely sorry.
Wait a minute. Why just me? What did I do?
Alright, so that's our next goal. Is to go to the the Nebula place.
It looks like we'll need to wind our way down to reach the exit.
Seems that way. What a funny way to build a town.
Oh, it's not that strange to the people of Grimoire. Hey, while we're here, why don't we ask around town and to see what we can find out?
Here?
What am I gonna do? Oh, say, you wouldn't happen to be the giants from the hills?
You see a question mark over your head? It's like a little side event.
You see, there's a situation I'm dealing with where I could really use your assistance, since you must know Mirages so well. Could I trouble you to please bring me an Earth Hammer? If you could, I would be forever in your debt.
So we gotta bring him a Earth Hammer. And we get a mini venture accepted. Best realm in the helm. Best helm. Best helm in the realm. Anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta take a little bathroom break. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had to use the bathroom. Anyway, we're back. See, now I'm noticing.
What's this thing?
Oh, I was hoping a path might link me up here.
Hey, Tama!
Wait up!
You go through here, and it takes you back to Ninewood Hills.
Huh?
We're back in Ninewood Hills?
You see, the gate here doesn't connect to just one the area. All throughout Grimoire, you'll find places. Save the locations that lead back here. Open the way to come and go as you please.
And how exactly do we do that?
You already saw. Just walk up to the right place, and that's all it takes.
But surely a means of transportation that handy must come with a catch?
No, the catch! You can use the gate as little or much as you like. What's more, time in here and time in Grimoire, they don't both flow at the same speed. So whatever crisis is slowing you down, you can put it on hold and kick back here till you're ready.
Whoa! It's like magic!
Yeah, really irresponsible magic.
Just imagine revisiting any place we've been. We'll call it the Super Porta Party.
What?
You're kidding. That name definitely gets an F.
Yeah.
He deserves an H.
An H? But grades only go down to F.
Extra, extra. Read all about it.
What's the other one here, Seraphie?
In case you're wondering, you can use the prism case anywhere you find one of these gates.
Oh, I think I get it now. Gates are what you meant when you talked about
H is how the hell did you mess that up that hard?
Oh, right. That's the gist of it.
Throughout Grimoire, we find shining gates like the one you see here. Approaching the gate will connect it to the main gate in Ninewood Hills. Once it's linked up, you can use that gate to travel anywhere you've already been. Exit gates are special one-way doors for leaving dungeons, so they're not accessible from the main gate in Ninewood Hills. As you progress in the story, a chronicle of your travels is recorded in the game's menu's adventure log. If you haven't dropped by Grimoire in a while, that is a great way to catch up. Select many adventures to have a peek at quests and errands you've undertaken. Naturally, you can stop by to check your progress, but you can also collect quest rewards here too.
Okay, to the Nether Nebula.
Alright, so here, you just go down here. Now we can actually head down here to the save point. And only thing we can do now is head to the Nether Nebula. So let's go check it out. I think there's a treasure chest down here somewhere too. I could be wrong. In fact, I am wrong. Alright, so now headed to the Cornelia region. To the northeast.
Chapter 3.
We're going to do Chapter 3. Because the chapters are at least get through the Nether Nebula for now. Pressing while the dungeon displays a map of your surroundings. Not only does the map help you get your bearings, it also lists the destination, the location of gates and save crystals, and even includes a list of mirages you discover nearby. You unlock each map as soon as you enter an area. So here's our map for this area.
Time to go hustle and rustle a little mirage muscle.
Just don't hustle so much that you get yourself lost, okay?
We're not going to go left yet. That's not until the next chapter.
That's the last time I got...
Don't push it.
Okay.
That's the next chapter, so... Anyway. And here we get 3 potions, which will be nice. And now... the Nether Nebula. Our first major dungeon of the game. And each dungeon, something like that too, also has a secret area that's a little hard to get to.
The mirages in here are a lot stronger than any you faced before.
Yeah, let's not mess around in the Nether Nebula thinganabob.
Nether Nebula. Do you think you can do something about that habit of forgetting the name of virtually everything?
Nope.
Oh, here's another gate.
That's the right. Gates that usually turn up in towns or at the start of most mirage-infested areas. You never have to travel far to visit a place you've been. Whenever you want to get from point the A to point the B, just use the gate as a handy little shortcut.
A shortcut, huh?
So, like, if we wanted to go back to Cornelia right this instant, we
could
could just take this gate back to Ninewood Hills, then we can take the gate from there to Cornelia. You see? All in all, it makes for a pretty short shortcut.
Yeah! If it were hair, you'd have to call it... You'd have to call it a buzz cut!
Shut up, Lon! Alright, so... Anyway, let's advance in and see what this dungeon is all about. First things first, we got a chest over here that has a Libra mini mirror jewel. Mirror jewels are made by extracting the Mirage's abilities and crystallizing them into gemstones that impart the same abilities to Rain and Line. As if twins fulfill certain conditions like raising their level to unlock more mirror jewel slots. Eventually they'll be able to equip up to 8 mirror jewels apiece. When Rain and Line equip mirror jewels, they temporarily gain those abilities. If you got a stack you like, but just need one more piece to unlock a more powerful ability, mirror jewels are a great way to keep up the difference. You can unlock mirror jewels in mirage boards or find them in treasure chests. So anyway, we got mirror jewels here now. And if I remember correctly, Rain had Libra. Let's put it on a quad. Anyway.
Man, I love a good adventure.
Let's make this good.
Dude, it's on.
All right, we get a new enemy here. A Manaroga. This is the Manaroga.
No, don't move.
And we didn't capture it. So damn it. Okay. We missed again. Missed again. We're poisoned. Oh no. We keep missing it. Now we're double poisoned. Well, we missed it.
That wasn't so bad.
We had some enemies level up. I mean, some mirages level up.
Yeah.
So. All right, so now let's take a look at the, all right. Come on, tip jar. Let's look at the Mirage boards to see if there's anybody that can get some new abilities. Start with Sylph here. Sylph can get Whisper Wind. And that's it for now. Alright, Moo. What about you, Moo? Nope. Okay, nothing for Moo right now. Looks like nobody else right now can get anything.
Yeah, fine. Just behave yourself.
Anyway. It's a pretty straightforward dungeon, so. Alright, let's try to get the Mandaroga this time. Ah! Come on, Mandaroga. Work with me here a little bit, please. There we go. Thank you.
No trouble at all.
That wasn't so bad.
We got a Mandaroga. Mandarogas live all over the world. These little guys may look cute, but don't touch. They're poisonous. When everyone's ever sighted one in the process of growing, you can never be too safe. So if you see two flappy leaves sticking up, be smart and don't yank them. Anyway. So we can do a stack setup. The Mandaroga may be small also. It is. So we can't do anything. Alright. So wait, let's continue through here.
This dungeon is way more dungeony than I thought.
Did you know that originally, dungeon referred to the biggest tower in a castle? It's what they called the castle keep.
How long has it been since I've heard Rain go off on one of her educational rants? She must be pretty upset.
The one.
Alright, anyway. We get a lot of new enemies here. Copper Gnome. Tried to imprisonment. Which we did. We got one now. Alright, anyway. We get a floating eye too. Let's get rid of everything else and we'll work on the floating eye. Ow. Alright, well, a floating eye has to be the last enemy left on the screen to be able to in a group to imprison them. There we go, we got it.
We did it!
Predictable.
Got a lot of level ups there. We get a composed of almost entirely of copper. There's metal with the metal. Takes pride in this tough hide. It's incredibly satisfying to see one of their faces and shout, "Yeah, see, you'll never take me alive, copper!" If you get that reference, then congratulations, you are old. I get that reference. Does that make me old? Does that make me old? A winged eyeball that slings magic. Pro tip for keeping yourself awake at night. Try to visualize his heart and brain gas splurshing around in there. Ew.
The more upset
Alright. We need to use some potions.
You know where the word trivia comes from?
Sis, I think we're good.
Anyway, we got a treasure chest over here that has a sleek stone. Which, guess what the Gimme Golem wants? Sleek stone. So there we go. Now we can continue on. Let's just get out of here. I don't feel like fighting them right now. Anyway. This treasure chest we go. Boop. Get 3 more potions, which is nice. And then down here we get another potion. You continue heading up here. All right. Go ahead and catch another one of these guys. Or at least catch one of these guys. I haven't caught one yet. There we go. We caught a mini golem. Boom, and boom. Come on, copper golem. Oh. Boom. Okay, we got it.
That ought to do
That
it.
wasn't so bad.
Lots of level ups. We get a mini golem. Anyway. We're getting close to the end, I think.
What's this for?
It's a strange switch that responds to mirages. The mirages you imprisoned inside these caves should be able to help you out.
Alright, so you got puzzle switch, just like the one you see here, respond to mirages when you stack on top of them. You need to use mirages with the right combined weight and elemental resistance to solve them. But once you do, the switches will trigger changes in the environment and help you proceed. Most switches can be solved using mirages that alert nearby, so if you find yourself stuck, try hunting around in the same dungeon for some new mirages. So we need a weight 5 or greater and earth resistance of 50 or greater. We need to get one more weight. There we go. Need this. There we go. Once you activate them, you go bloop. And with that, there's a bridge that we can cross.
A new path. Check out that switchcraft.
Yep. Now we know which way to go.
Ha!
Whichever one of you thinks you're being clever is about to get a knuckle sand switch.
Ha!
Did I just get owned?
I'm the raising the white flag here too.
Anyway. There's another one over here. Now we got to do 75 or greater. Wait. Mandaroga. There we go. And boom, boom, boom. Nothing to it. Let's activate that. We can get a couple of chests over here. So this is a nice little side path we can do to get chests. We can find out about mirages being able to stack. So, yeah, mirages can stack too. We're going to definitely need some healing here soon. There we go.
No trouble at all.
Good job.
More level up. I need to check out those Phoenix down, and there's the Earth Hammer. So to do that, go to your adventure log. First things first. Go to your adventure log. Go to mini verses. We've done that one. We get 5 high potions as reward. And we got an Earth Hammer. You don't have to go back to the person to do it. You can just do it right from the menu. So that's nice. Anyway. I got a new friend request. I don't know who that is, but it's alright.
Hey,
I'll look later.
Weird
With some
question.
streaming.
How come all this really useful, well-presented information keeps popping into our heads?
Oh, that? I guess Anna Crow's trying to give you some tips.
Dude, really? And here I thought I was some kind of super genius coming up with all the answers on my own.
No.
I hate to break it to you, but you are...
I know. It's so sad.
We're almost there, though, as you can see.
Whoa, hey now, come on. You don't have to look that broken-hearted when you...
Can't do anything about that over here.
Hey now, come on. You don't have to look that broken-hearted when you say it.
Can't do anything about that. So this, what in the world is this?
Oh, what's this?
Oh, that's not the good. This is called a threshold. Mirages that create them to mark their territory. When you see a threshold, you better watch out because the mirages inside are extremely powerful. And the worst part, if you cross it and lose a fight the inside, I can't use my powers to rewind time and extricate you.
No extrication? Guess we'd better be extra careful then.
Shut up.
Anyway, it sounds like if we're going in, we better go in fully prepared.
That's the for sure. And don't forget to save your progress too.
Yep. Another thing to note, powerful mirages bind themselves to their thresholds, which means that a mirage inside its own threshold can't be imprisoned. However, defeating a mirage will cause the threshold to shatter, so the next time you encounter it, you might just be able to imprison it. Not happy with the button shortcuts you see in battle, blah blah blah. Oh. Anyway. There we go. And let's get rid of these stupid tips from the tip jar. Stupid tip jar, leave me alone. There we go. And what items we get? Oh, the high potions. Let's check my mirage boards. First, let's check the Choco check. When you get custom abilities, you can put those there. But ain't nothing we can do about it right now. Floating guy. Hypnosis. So that's good. Mini golem. Body slam. And blank space. Moo. Still nothing with moo. Comma. Bless me. Accuracy plus, which is always good. Copper gnome. Throw stone. That's it. Mandaroga. You can stroll him with it. Get the leaf dagger. Sylph. Agility plus. And that's it. For this battle, it's better probably be big. Make sure my stack status are okay. Let's do a copper gnome for you. And we'll do you the floating guy. So anyway.
What the honk?
Be careful!
I expected some foolhardy adventure.
Oh, hi, Robba.
Terminal case of curiosity.
What's this?
And Ifrit.
Well,
and Sheba.
Look who's back.
Ah, the half-pints. Hail and well met.
Hail and well met? That's not our names!
I think he just means hello. Oh, and for the record, he happens to be a half-wit and a half-pint.
You haven't changed a bit.
Huh? What's so funny?
Oh, you're having a lawn moment. Guess I'll just add this one to the pile.
What pile? There's a pile?
Apparently, we've met the three of you before, although we don't remember it.
You do not remember us?
Really? No wonder they haven't summoned us.
Then our course of action is clear. We must ensure the pecking order is pecking in the right order. If you seek to command the three of us again, then demonstrate your strength now or else be destroyed!
Hold now. Why must you two always let the blood rush to your head?
What do you mean?
Would you just look at them? These are not the Mirage Keepers we knew.
Hi.
You're right. They do look rather... How do I put it?
Put what?
Mon does set the bar low.
Like Limbo the Barlow.
Huh? Ah, I see.
So we have to fight one of them.
What?
Very well. What say we pit them against just one of us to keep things nice and fair?
Agreed then. Go on.
So I'm going to close my eyes. My eyes are closed. You can't see it, but my eyes are closed.
Choose for what?
Time certainly has not made you any more clever.
What we're trying to say is, the two of you are no match for all three of us at once. Which means...
Right, I get it. Thanks. Now, let's see.
Huh? Wait, get what?
And I'm going to pick one of them at random. So I'm just picking one at random.
Choose me! I know you've missed it.
I did
Step
Ifrit
now
last
into
time.
the searing embrace of my hellfire!
No. Let's do Sheba.
Care to play? I'll send chills up your spine and right through your heart with my diamond dust.
Sure. What do you see, Shiva? I know my first playthrough up to this point, I did Ifrit last time.
I hope this doesn't traumatize you.
We gotta actually beat her. Foxfire might come in handy. Because, yeah. Since she's ice, she'll be weak to, she would be weak to, fire. We just gotta continue on this. Until we just can't do it anymore.
You'll make a wonderful
Now,
addition to my
we're gonna do
band.
Diamond Dust, which is gonna hurt. Yeah, that hurts. So now what we gotta do is, use some potions. There we go. I didn't have to use a high potion, but that's okay. But Foxfire is going to continue being handy, so we gotta continue with that. Well, whenever we can, because right now we can't, so we just want to physically attack her. Ow. There we go, Foxfire again. Whisper Wind. Ah, this is gonna suck. Yep, knew it. Right, I got. Foxfire, come on. Got her.
Yeah.
Victory!
Everybody leveled up. We get 3 armor gems. Keep those armor gems in, for later in the game.
Enough. I have seen my fill for one day.
That was fun for what it was.
A shame the two of you have so much growing up to do.
Quiet, you. I'm a Hulk waiting to happen.
So long. We shall meet again.
Paths may cross before you know it.
Bye-bye for now.
So, there we go. And for beating Shiva.
Huh? What's this?
A prismarium, duh.
I know it's a prismarium, dummy.
You didn't manage to imprison those tough mirages, but it looks though like they gave you this prismarium from the same
So if we
tribe
beat
as the
Shiva, we get something.
Constellation
We get something from the Shiva tribe.
I see. I guess we made the grade then.
Which we get some. A Babliz Prismarium. We get. Oh, what a Babliz. An adorable ice pixie with a knack for ice magic and a fondness for colder climes. Has no button nose, and those eyes of hers are definitely aren't made of coal. Haha. So, transfiguration or transfiguring is an active change into a more powerful mirage or change it back again. Mirage can keep all spaces as unlocked as all of the mirage's boards. This means, for example, that a chocobo you transform into a chocobo yourself will potentially be more powerful than a chocobo you prism in the wild. A mirage can transfigure to any form and size you've unlocked, but there's one catch. You can only do this from the prism case. If you're not anywhere near a gate or save crystal, you can solve Seraphine with the Seraphone to access the case. Just so you know, some mirages have unique abilities that aren't shared between transfigured forms. A perfect example would be Tama's secret weapon, the Super Fox Dimensional Tama Beam, does not actually exist. Wait, but what if the Panda Bean did exist? Is that what you want? A sidekick with eye lasers? Eye lasers that would eradicate all foes? Eye lasers that would burn her cute little retinas? Eye lasers that would be exceedingly painful. Shame on you wish for that. Let's look into getting Tama a tail laser instead. So beating Shiva, like I said, get us.
The mirages of the nebula have been set free.
Hello, masked woman.
And once
Who are
again,
you?
Time resumes its march.
Well, we better make our way back to Cornelia before the Bahamutians get any funny ideas.
We gotta go all the way back.
You can head to Ninewood Hills right now if you want to.
Huh?
Okay.
Now that the boss has been bested, I can make you an exit gate right here and now.
Yay!
It'll take you back to Ninewood Hills, and from there, Cornelia's easy.
Thanks to the buzz cut. I remember.
You don't get shortcuts much shorter than a buzz cut.
Ha!
Wait! Unless you buzz the buzz cut, and then what have you got?
Bald.
I think at that point, you call it a bald cut.
Ah. Yeah. We'll save here. Yeah, so now we got Shiva, we got the Blizz Bomb. Return to Ninewood Hills. And we're going to end it here, this stream here, guys. When we come back, we're going back to Cornelia and see what we can do to help them out, because we got a little bit more powerful mirages, and see what we can do to help them out, and I guess continue catching mirages and see where we go from here. So y'all, thank you for coming, and I'll see y'all next time with the next stream of World of Final Fantasy.
We should stop by Chocolates and stock up on items.
Goodbye.
Hey, you got it.